Hi, ladies and gents, boys and girls. My name is Coop, and welcome to another fun-packed episode of Confessions Booth. We've got a juicy story, and this juicy story talks about an investor's confession. Now, the subject line is the man who trusted too much. Okay. So this man trusted too much, and we know right now that it's an investor's confession. Is the man the investor, or was the man the person who got, who trusted too much? We never know, but I'm gonna jump right into the story, and this is how it goes. This guy says, "Hey Coop, I don't even know where to start. Man, oh man, my heart is just heavy. Like I'm carrying a bag of bricks everywhere I go. I need to tell you about the Stokvel." Okay. So it's about a Stokvel. Clearly, something went wrong. I wonder, with these Stokvels, isn't it like a group effort? It's not just a one-man thing. So this man, when we go back to the subject line, he talks about the man who trusted too much. So we are assuming that this man trusted his Stokvel. But let me just jump into it. He says, "I need to tell you about the Stokvel, but this is not just about money. It's about trust. It's about how one man can look you in the eyes, quote a scripture, and then steal the ground right under your feet." Yeah, no, it's serious here. So there's a man that looked in the eyes and then said to this guy, "Hey, my man, trust my Stokvel." And then obviously duped the guy. So that's bad already. But I want us to actually now find out what actually went wrong. So he says, "You know how it is here in South Africa, Coop. We work hard, but the banks, they don't look after us. So we trust each other. We put our money together in a Stokvel. It's our way of saving, our community bank. It's supposed to be safe." Yeah, no, it is. It is, honestly. Our Stokvel was ran by a man named Mr. Dlamini. When a person says Mr. Dlamini and right in brackets are you know that this person is up to no good. Mr. Dlamini, where did say Mr. Dlamini? Okay, Mr. Dlamini, he was a legend in our township, a proper community leader. He was the chairman of the school governing body. He drove a clean Mercedes, and he was always the first to donate at church. He was the definition of respect. Kuna something off here. He sounds too good to be true. Too good to be true. When he spoke about his investment scheme, promising 20% returns in 6 months, everyone listened. He said it was good. Oh, no. I'm not saying that right. Mr. Dlamini said it was God's plan for us to be wealthy. When you start saying it's God's plan, it's God's plan for us to be wealthy. How do you know what God has planned for other people in their lives? You can only, for some reason, just wish good. Wish that God has planned something good, but when instead you use God and you want to combine him with everything that's happening, and you're scheming people. You're wrong, my brother. You're wrong. Or Mr. Dlamini, rather. He says, "I put everything in." You can't put everything in. Not just my savings. I sold my old bakkie, the one I used for my small plumbing business. I took out a loan against my house. I put in 350,000 rand. My guy. No. That's not what you do. I mean, we know this guy is respected and he's a community leader. He's at church. He's praising the Lord. He drives a clean Mercedes Benz, but 350. I think you were also trying to be duped at that time. I can't. I mean, think about it. You're not even sure if this thing is actually true, but the first thing that you do is take out a 350,000. No. That's foolish on your behalf. But look, I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to actually listen to your story and see how we can help you. So he says, I put in 350,000 Rand. The future, I even convinced my sister and my two cousins to join. I told them, trust Mr. Dlamini. He's a smart man. Awa, you are putting people into the same hole that you are getting yourself into. Bad move, my man. He says, for a year, it was beautiful. Okay. So it seems like maybe things were going all right. He put out the interest every 6 months, exactly on time. We were all celebrating. We thought we were finally getting ahead. We were planning holidays, renovations, a proper future. Then last month, the music stopped. Wabona now, ne? This is what I believe in every Ponzi scheme that happens in this world. The people at the top of this Ponzi scheme, so think about it like a triangle. The people at the top are the people that are always going to be the ones that will eat first before the whole entire building collapses. So clearly these guys were eating for 6 months. Weren't you smart enough to just jump out? Because you were eating already. I could have jumped out. I have 6 months of profit. Why didn't you jump out, my guy? Okay. Now you put in your sisters and your cousins. That's wrong. The music stopped. The day the big payout was due, Mr. Dlamini didn't show up at the meeting. His phone was off. His home was empty. The Mercedes-Benz was gone. Coop, the chaos followed. The chaos that followed was like a movie. People were screaming, crying, fainting. The police came, but what could they do? It was a Stokvel, mostly cash, mostly trust. The money was gone. All of it, 25 million from the whole community. Yeah, Mr. Dlamini. 25 million. That's a lot. Emma Bailey. Like, let's imagine what I would do with like 25 million. I would definitely invest maybe about 8 million and then put that in some sort of a fixed account that earns me interest, and I'll now eat the interest as my monthly salary, and then take the rest and put it in stocks and bonds and all these types of things, because 25 million is a lot. It's a lot. And I guess that's why Mr. Dlamini ran. He says, my sister looked at me and her eyes were empty. She lost her deposit for a small flat. My daughter, she's working a call center now, trying to save up again. My wife hasn't spoken to me properly in 3 weeks. I mean, what do you expect? What do you expect? Hey, sorry man. Like, she just looks at me with this quiet disappointment that cuts deeper than any shouting that she used to give me. Hey, right now, this is the moment where any man would rather sit in a house with a woman fighting than a woman being quiet, like keeping quiet. It's a bit tense. I feel like a fool. A man completely created me a dumb cop. I didn't just lose my money, I lost my family. Shame. The trust my family had, the trust my sister had for her future, and my own dignity. I keep seeing Mr. Dlamini's face, that calm, godly smile, and I want to scream. I'm sure he's like seeing it in his mind, when he's thinking. But here's the thing that keeps me awake at night, Coop. Okay, so now something else. The thing that makes me feel sick. I saw his wife, Mrs. Dlamini, 2 days before he disappeared. She was at a local spa buying groceries. She looked normal, but she was wearing brand new expensive gold bracelet. And she looked at me, Coop, just for a second. And in her eyes, there was no surprise, no fear. There was just a flash of something cold, something that looked like pity. Yes. That's when your inner soul is speaking to you at that moment, my brother. When you looked at Dlamini's face, Mrs. Dlamini's face, and you saw something off of her, and you didn't Walk up to her? Why? I mean, you gave her 350,000 rand, bro. Come on. He says, I kept thinking, did she know? Was she in it? Did she watch us all hand over our life savings, knowing they were planning to run? I need to know, Coop, because if she knew, then this isn't just a scam, it's a betrayal of the whole community. But the people we trusted the most have taken everything from us. I lost everything, Coop, and I don't know how to get it back. Sincerely, the man who trusted too much. P.S. I hope that Mercedes-Benz breaks down somewhere far away. I can feel the pity in that PS line at the end, hey? Like, oh my gosh. So let me think about this pretty well. I think it's a very interesting thing. I need some water right now, you know? So we can discover, ne? This guy trusted a guy from church, a guy that looked good, a guy that spoke good, a guy that was a community leader, and he decided that, you know what, in the midst of everything, he is going to give him his life savings, get his cousins and sisters and wife and daughter, everybody into this thing, give him their life savings, and then 6 months later, everything falls apart. But within those 6 months, he was receiving some sort of interest payout. The question now lies, what do you do in this situation? How do you bring it back? Now, I want to tell you something, ladies and gents, and you, Mr. Anonymous, that wrote to the show. Wanting money at all costs is actually the root of all evil. There is certain money that's not good money, regardless of how much you can, need it, how much you can want to, do good with it. As long as it's good, it won't. As long as it's bad, rather, it won't ever give you any peace of mind. Now, you are a person who is gullible enough to actually believe that you can make millions and riches overnight, and that doesn't work. Money and wealth is like frequency. It works like even agriculture. You have to plant a seed, and once that seed has been planted, you have to come daily and water that seed, meaning put in work, soil in your hands, make sure something is actually cultivating or happening underneath the ground when you don't see anything. And then later on, when it's time, it will start to germinate and come out of the soil, and there will start to be signs that whatever you are building or whatever you have planted is growing. You did not think about it in this sense. You just wanted a get-rich-quick scheme, and unfortunately, there is no get-rich-quick scheme. The time when you were getting interests at that moment, you could have ran. I would have ran. Because, nothing is confirmed in this world. But you didn't. And the steps that you need to take right now, my brother, right now, you need to literally make amends with your wife. You've lost everything. Make some time to sit with your wife and explain to her that, look, I'm a man and I took a big decision with our family and life and lost a lot of money. And now we are probably poorer than what we were before. However, I am going to be a man and rebuild everything. And how you rebuild those things is by planting a seed. You have ideas in your mind at this moment that you have not decided to work on. Those ideas, one of them should be an idea that could work, but understand the process of making wealth, understand the process of making money, understand how money is a frequency, is an energy that you attract. You don't force yourself upon it. It will never come to you. You command money at the end of the day. And if you need it, all you have to do is to make sure that get an idea, command your frequency towards that idea, And in that way, it's metaphorically planting that idea into the ground and work on that idea, my brother. Because right now, you need to do it very quickly. You've let down your wife, you've let down your daughter, you've let down your cousins. Somewhere, somehow, this needs to give you the motivation to actually make sure you are, doing everything all right so that the money can come back and you can cover everyone else. That's my 2 cents. I don't know how you think, Confessions Nation, but this is what I think at the end of the day. You tell me, do you ever want to see yourself in a position like this? Have you ever trusted any Stokvel? And at the end of the day, are you the type of person that wants to get rich at all costs? If not, what are the steps that are making you get to your desired financial place at this point in time? As always, my name is Coop, and this is Confessions Booth.